If you want lockpicking to be easier in your next Fallout 4 run, we'll want to visit these 5 locations and pick up all the tumblers today. First, we've got, of course, Easy City Downs. It can be found in the east side of the map. And all these places, I'm not going to lie to you, there's a lot of enemies to fight through if you want lockpicking to be marginally easier. And if you combine it with the lockpick bobblehead that you get at Pikmin's Gallery, overall you should have a much easier time. So if lockpicking is something that really grinds your gears, well, isn't this just the perfect place to pick it up? Let's cross over this Raider Bridge and we can find our first edition right over here. Nice purple one. Bobby pins more effective than lockpicks? Question mark? So it basically makes the wee sweet spot a little wider. So get 5 issues, you get 5 spaces, presumably. On to the next one. The Fens Street Sewer provides our second edition. It's very close to Diamond City. The only thing about it is a fair dungeon full of ghouls. So with enough ammunition, and if you just want to, clear your way through enemies, get plenty of experience for your effort, you'll want to just blitz through the Fens Street Sewer. Sometimes trying to avoid enemies just statically standing there can be a difficult task. Alright, so this place, super creepy, lots of skull and bones. In fact, it's got one of the largest collections of bones in the entire game. So if that's something that you need in terms of a crafting material, well then you are in luck. And once you reach this spot, you're about halfway through the dungeon. Again, the number of ghouls, there's at least 2 to 3 dozen of them, so plenty to keep you busy. And as we emerge into the next section of this labyrinth of tunnels, right here, you want to head on over, and boom, we've got a lovely yellow edition. This one, Confessions of a Housebreaker. Again, making things slightly easier. So we'll move on to our third edition. Much further south, you can find West Roxbury Station near the Milton General Hospital. This one does require a little bit of a train puzzle as well as an army of super mutants. With that all said, the book lies on the eastern platform, and I will show you how to get by the trains if it's something that it can be a little confusing at times, so I like to provide a bit of a helping hand, especially with this series. So yes, you'll just want to press the first button, get the trains moving, bounce over to the second, and press yet another button, moving the trains. Another wee doorway, and we're over to this side. Walk your way all the way down to the end here, and you can find a nice wee orangey red. Open any locks in 5 seconds flat. So, neat wee one to pick up. And then our fourth one takes us all the way north to the Malden Centre next. We had raiders, we had ghouls, we had super mutants, and now we are on to synths. And don't worry, the last one also has some enemies. This one is a fur trek, and, well, I said you had to fight synths. Technically, you've got to fight synths, and you've got to fight raiders, so you get the best of both worlds. Before we eventually move on to the next one, oh, why did I go that way? I should be going this way. Jumping across through the trains. Well, once the synths decide to give me a bit of space. Sir, could you please move? There we go. Straight in here, we'll want to take an elevator down to the lower level where all the fighting is taking place. Where we can... it's always cool. I remember visiting here when I was playing the game on my last run, and just... It's quite cool to watch all the anarchy between raiders and synths. I mean, they seem to have held their own somewhat. Some of them are still alive. So, sprinting through this little dungeon, we reach this final room, and you'll want to just head straight over to the train cart, and boom, we've got another Tumblers today. Now, the very last one. This isn't too far away. It's just south. It's the Poseidon Energy Turbine near the West Everett Estates. And we've got Mirelurks to deal with at this one. And here we are at the Energy Turbine. Now do remember that the rad roaches and bloatflies that you take out inside are not your problem. Your problem's the Mirelurk hunters that you'll have to deal with when you exit. So be quick, be swift, or at least bring a good bit of firearms. Once in a very hard run, I got wiped out by them. So, yeah, warning now. But there we go, Mysteries of the Master Key exposed. And with that, all tumblers, you will have a much better time lockpicking. Also, to throw into it, Pickman's Gallery, pick up that lockpicking bobblehead. Highly recommend it. Thank you for watching.